It's Wednesday, January the whatever. It's Wednesday. It's cold. It's cold for this part of the world. It's cold. It's though it's January. I mean, is it normal? You know, no snow activity. But it's Wednesday. It's Hump Day. This is the day that I come up here to meditate. You know, so I can keep my creativity going. Meditate. You know, get closer to God and just see, you know, wait to see what is gonna happen. uh, Man, it's crazy. The closer and closer I get to God, man, oh, my life. The closer you get to God, man, you just see and you hear things and things, people, the thing, here's the thing. A lot of people pretend that, they know God or they, speak over God or God. And I mean, but then when you see God done sent millions of messengers, to give you the message, but you don't pay no attention. It doesn't resonate. It hasn't resonated. God is giving you signs and giving you, warnings and everything it would take, to get your attention. But people don't, they claim you don't believe in God. You really don't, because the messages. Oh, for instance, I follow the readers. I follow them, and one, and I get personal messages, man, and one, and the honest to God truth. One told me that you would get a visitor. Somebody will come up to you. Don't ignore them. She said, do not ignore this person. They are coming. I'll be damned, they came. It was on a Sunday morning. I was getting ready to go do what I'm doing right now, meditate. Homeless as what I always, try to tell people. You can't ignore home. This person was homeless, came up to me and, man, I'm hungry. I'm hungry. You got anything? Okay. But she said, do not ignore him. He sat there and, I was concentrating on, I was ready to go get my meditation in. I was in my car. I was getting in my car, and he came up with, I guess the intention was, to test my fear. I know I was being tested because, she warned me that, and that's it. That's all she said, that do not ignore this person. And I realized that I was being tested. When and that's the thing about being close to God, you will be tested. Yo, everything, you will be tested. And I know because the fella kept going in his pockets and trying to and I realized that this fella was testing me. He was doing a lot of crazy stuff that you think that somebody would be trying to rob you. He's going all in his pocket and going in and out and doing all kind of nervous like. But she told me that this was gonna happen. I gave him something. He said he was home. After that, I couldn't really understand this. This guy was staring me right in my face, and I could not understand. I could not understand what he was saying after that. He was staring me in my face. We were one-on-one, locked into each other's eyes, man. And I couldn't tell you 3 words that this guy said. I just have to lock myself that much. But I could not tell you 3 guys this guy said. 3 words. I couldn't understand him. I didn't understand what he was saying, but but we were locked in eye to eye. And I knew I was being tested. I wasn't nervous. I mean, he was. I could tell he was kind of a little paranoid, and he kept going in and out of his pocket like he was trying to make I'm in the hood, man. I'm in the hood. I'm always prepared for something like that. But he went on. And by the time I got out of my driveway and I looked for him, and I know I should have seen this guy because he had just left. I didn't see him nowhere. There's no way this guy should have disappeared like this. This person disappeared. I didn't see him. This is true. I did not see this person. He appeared and he disappeared. And his timing was perfect when he showed up. It was perfect. Soon as I stepped out the door, my foot stepped out the door, he just come out of nowhere. As soon as I was looking for him, because he shouldn't have been that far away, and I didn't see him. I didn't see him nowhere. Okay. Okay. It's that. It is what it is. You have to, stuff like that. That's, and that it's, it's God, man. It couldn't have been nothing but God. But she told me that the guy was gonna appear. Do not dismiss this guy. I didn't. But I'm just still trying to figure out where did he go, because I should have seen him after I come out of my driveway. And the guy wasn't nowhere to be seen. Man, this is the kind of stuff that I run into. Just like all the certain clowns just come out of nowhere. and how do you explain this? They just come out of nowhere. Clown, looking for a thrill, I guess. But, oh boy. But and that I'm still wondering about. Since that happened, there hasn't been a day go by that I hadn't. That it crossed my mind where this guy go, and he just the minute I stepped off the porch, he came, but I couldn't understand. When he said he hungry, yeah. And after that, I couldn't understand one word this guy was saying, but we were just locked eye to eye, just, man. And the moral to that is, never look down or never dismissed anybody, just because, he was homeless. You can tell a homeless person, he was homeless. Never dismiss a person like that. Never. You never know. But I'm still trying to figure out where this guy go, man. And these are the things that I encounter, while I'm on this journey. And God could be sending you a message. God is sending. He's sending the world a message. And California, boy, it's just when you wake up and realize that no water shortage, water shortage and you're on fire. If you don't realize that whenever you wake up and realize the message, and it is what it is, man. You just, you're on fire. Everything is for a reason. Everything. And, they on there, man, ain't nothing we can do. No, you can't, there's nothing you can do against God. God work, God, the universe has sent you messages after message after message. But but you say you believe in God, you can't because that ain't God work. Whatever. That's just like me. I was up, now people just start slowly, and I know they criminals, criminals just all of a sudden just show up, man. But on this journey, you can't show fear. You can't. You can't. You can't. Just like I was being tested by that entity. I would say it's an entity, man, because that was, and the guy disappeared just like he appeared. Oh, man. On a Sunday morning, right after right after the big disaster that, man, Tornado City hit Mississippi that night. He show up that morning, man. But I don't dismiss nothing because I know it's a message, and I didn't understand what the fellow was saying, and I'm still puzzled because I was deadlocked, looking at his eyes, staring. He stared at me, I'm staring at you back. I imagine the average person would have got scared out. It kind of calmed me down. It didn't scare me because in other words, when you got God, when you locked into God like that, certain things happen. Certain entities will appear, and that's my whole journey. Man, I could be somewhere all alone, like my little spot out there in the country, meditating with the cows, and and all of a sudden people just appear. They just show up, man. But it is what it is. I done got used to it, but and most of them criminals looking for a thrill. It is what it is. You have to, it is, it's especially up here, man. I mean, you're going to encounter criminals when you come up here. You can expect that. Because this here is their playground. It was their playground, but somebody came and claimed it and took it. They claimed it, and you don't see them nowhere. Nowhere in sight. It is what it is. But anyway, but yeah, God is showing, and the thing is, I'm receiving these messages. Damn, they coming out of everywhere now, man. They are everywhere. They are everywhere. So it is what it is. But anyway, like I always said, be careful of your surroundings, because you never know. Always be aware of your surroundings. Stalkers. Stalkers, man. But that's part of the plan, though. That's man. But anyway, I love God, I love me, and I love this life. I love it. 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 But these are some of the things that I have to deal with. I guess instead of instead of nature, it's people. I guess people want to get close. It's normally nature. When I come up here this time of year, it's normally nature. The deers, the hawks, and whatever else may show up. This time of year, I don't get shocked by what I see. What approaches me. I really don't. It's just this time of year. But I normally come up here every Wednesday, and I'm kind of shocked of the people that showed up. I'm kind of speechless, because normally you wouldn't see, especially this time of year, You wouldn't see nobody. Nobody. No one. You wouldn't see no one. And now all of a sudden they just, and when I came up here, I seen one or two cars, but now, man, oh, what? It is what it is. But this is part of my journey. And I'm going to leave it at that. Wednesday, there's no telling what may. I mean, this is a particular day, though. It is. I'm never surprised of what I may see, but it is. Stay blessed, and God will handle the rest.